Hey everyone, this is Artemis. How are you doing? I wanted to talk to you just for a couple of minutes and then I'm going to go over to TikTok for like 20 minutes. Hopefully I'll be back on here live. I just wanted to say hello. Um, we have a dark moon that's going to be on Saturday, okay, this black moon. And the one thing that I thought about that I was doing on Patreon is I was getting prepared for that day. But mainly, I want to say I was getting prepared for a whole new season, period. Because Mabon, some people call it Mabon, or the fall equinox, is getting ready to hit right after that. And we just had a whole bunch of darkness with this Lionsgate portal. Some people had a very good experience, a lot of people didn't. But at the same time, this is why I started to do like my weekly magic. So as you guys can see, the first day I did like a white light, shielding, healing, protective, candle spell with a white candle. The second day I kind of went a little darker, just working with Lilith. And I say that because, and I decided to do that, I should say, because I just felt like this is the time where I need to work, with the energies instead of against the energies. Sometimes if the energies feel dark, people have been going through a lot. Lionsgate portal hit, all types of craziness happened. That was a part of what I was talking about before, manifestations, and then also darkness coming in at the same time. So as these different energies, started to hit us, something in the back of my mind told me to start working with the energies instead of against them. So if you feel like you've been going through a lot, do your dark work and then do your shadow work. If you feel like you need to clear, go ahead and do your cleansing and your clearing. If you feel like you need to bring in prosperity, do that, but be prepared to also work with the darkness. Or even like for me this weekend, I will be out in nature grounding, because after all of these different spells and rituals and stuff, we need to be able to go, at least kind of ground out that energy so we can kind of, get back to, everything, feeling a little more normalized, right? So this is something that I thought about. And what else was I getting ready to say? I guess I'll go ahead and pull a card here that may give, some people a little more clarity. Welcome to my page. I run the Coven page on TikTok, and I pretty much accept everyone. It doesn't matter what you believe in, dark, light, up, down, side to side, it doesn't matter. And I thought about something earlier. I'm going to look at my book. Now, you don't have to buy my book. Before I do this reading, you don't have to buy my book to hear this story, but it's something I wanted to share with you guys really quick. All right. So in my book, I shared something a little personal. I'm not going to tell the whole story, and then I'll do the reading. I'll just pull a card. In my book, and this is my book, Learn Witchcraft from a Different Perspective by Artemis Lore. It's on Amazon. It's a self-published book. I'm still looking for a publisher, so if anybody wants to help me out, I can, recreate this book. But there was a time the story in here where I went through a lot. I got left for nothing with nothing. And I ended up building myself back up. During the time, I had just got a new job. I don't know how I was managing having a new job, and just how distraught and hurt and emotional I was. I worked an overnight shift, and what was I doing? I was a laundry attendant. This particular hotel had me doing the laundry, the front desk, security, everything, all by myself. And I used to cry while I was, folding the laundry and stuff because I had just got left in a bad situation. I didn't know if I was still going to have a place to live, all of this stuff. Prior to that, I was a Buddhist. I was part of SGI USA. Everybody pretty much knows that. And then before that, I was a baptized saved Christian. Okay. So going into who I am now, I said, you know what? I've always been exposed to the spiritual realm or spirituality and just didn't put it together until now, years later, understanding that spirituality was always grabbing for me no matter what to help me change my life. Now, in this book, I talked about the night that I found black tourmaline. And I think that was for a reason. I had so much negativity, so much stuff going on. I was so fragile, I was about to fall apart. And from there, once I literally remember sitting in the laundry room on my phone, looking up black tourmaline because I didn't know what it was. Now, the black tourmaline had been left in some Tupperware, and it had been left in the laundry room for days. I figured somebody was going to claim it. They never came to claim it. I asked my manager, she told me I could take it home. It was really dusty. And, you know, once I looked it up and found out that it repels negativity, I was like, what? I was like, okay, I need this. From there, I don't know what happened. I ended up getting like herbs, candles, books. I just deep dived into another part of spirituality, Wicca, Hoodoo, Witchcraft. I just like fully exploded. And that's when my more authentic self, or I want to say probably something within me I never knew I had, happened. And the journey has been amazing, but at the same time, life doesn't stop. Life doesn't stop. Life is going to continue regardless. So with magic, it's kind of like we flow through life the best we can, and we manifest and we change the energy, you know what I'm saying, to help us get through it more. Some people do magic for different reasons. They want power. They want power over people and stuff like that. And even with that, be careful with that, okay? Because, you know, trying to test people and spiritually attacking people out here sometimes it triggers someone to remember who they are or who they were in their past, you know? And some people who don't even practice, they are witches. They are, you know, real spiritual people. And when that trigger and when that divine energy hits them, all types of stuff can happen. And I'm not talking about bad stuff. I mean, if you trigger somebody and scare somebody, yeah, maybe something could happen, you know. But at the same time, I'm just talking about the beauty and the magic and the unfolding of who they are from the inside out can happen, and it'll blow you away. It could be the quietest person, okay, just posting a couple of things on magic and you never even knew. So right now, there are a lot of people waking up, and I'm not talking about woke people. I'm talking about people who are waking up to their magic, their divine energy that they've always had that may have been laid dormant for a long time. Okay. And life experiences could do that too. I know that because I've been through a lot. But anyway, let me go ahead and pull a card, and then I'm going to go over to TikTok. This wasn't the live that I wanted to do, but I've been extremely busy. And hopefully you guys enjoy, you know, looking at my stories and, you know, seeing those old videos of me and stuff, and how I've, you know, been growing over the years. But I'm going to pull one card, and then I'm going to go over to TikTok. Hopefully I'll see you guys on the day of the black moon for a few minutes just to talk. And hopefully, you know, some of the spells and different things that I show in my channel have been helping you. Okay. So let me pull a card really quick, and then I'm out. Whether you believe it or not, 5 minutes or even 10 minutes, it's energy. It's energy, and it can drain readers, and it can drain, you know, spiritual people for, you know, sharing themselves to the world and, you know, reaching out and stuff like that. So this is a few minutes of my energy I'm willing to share with you guys. Okay, so we got the Two of Swords in reverse. Overthinking your choices or not sure what you want to do. You know what? I want to say this could be a relationship thing, but I'm not even going to go there. I feel like this is somebody who is trying to figure out which way they're going to go, either spiritually or in their personal life. And you know what, to be honest, I would say to sit down with yourself, like really, really sit down with yourself, by yourself. I know there's a lot of people that get readings back to back, back to back, back to back, back to back. Sometimes the best information is what your own intuitive self, you know, and who you are, can like really, really help you. You know what I'm saying? Like there's been times here where I've been confused about what I wanted to do, which way I wanted to go. And I had to sit with myself for a minute, and do some shadow work and, you know, write down, or even just not even, you can write stuff down, but at the same time, just at least have some type of frame of what it is that you want to do, you know, weighing out the pros and the cons. If I do this, is this going to be, you know, something that's going to work out for me? Or if I do that, is that going to be something that works out for me? And looking at the looking at the pros and the cons of that. Okay. I'm stuttering a little bit. It's weird energy. And, I'm sure, you know, there's all type of, you know, darkness going on. I'm just going to keep going and keep getting through it. I get tongue tied sometimes because my mind is moving faster than my lips. But anyway, overthinking choices. Don't really be confused about it. You know, I feel like still there's something that you want to do and you're just not sure. Just do it. I mean, I could pick another card. Yeah, here it is. All in determined. Okay. Just do it. I said this a couple of months ago. I was sitting in the car and I said I had got the Chariot card and somebody was confused about what they wanted to do. This is the time now. As you can see, a lot of people like myself, we're coming out, you know, we're just coming out raw. I might get tongue tied, whatever. I still have a message to share. It's spirit speaking through me. Okay. Just do it. Okay. If you want to do witchcraft or magic, go ahead and practice it. It might help you change your life. Okay. If you want to break free from that relationship because it's not good for you, just do it. It might help you. Okay. If you want to do that business venture, but you're not sure if it's going to work out, try it and see if it's going to work. Okay. You're not sure if you're going to buy something or this, you know, particular thing that you want to invest in. See what's going on with it and see how far you can go before you give up. I mean, you're going to have to get through this. Okay. This is really what this dark moon is about. Doing shadow work, making decisions, stop being confused about who you are and what you want to do. And you'll be happier, by being all determined, about holding off on something that you weren't sure about. You'll be happier once you actually make that choice. Okay. So that's all I wanted to say. I'll come back later and, hopefully everybody is having a good week. I know things have been going up and down, but just do the best you can. If you want to, get enrolled in one of my classes, I have some very old classes on Udemy, and my Patreon is the newest thing. Okay. Patreon is private. I have some things there I'm not willing to share to the world, but if you need some pointers or some tips, go ahead and just inbox me or join my channel. Okay. This is Artemis Lore. I'll talk to you guys later. It's pretty late. It's like 11 p.m. at night. And let me go over to TikTok really quick. Okay. Blessed be. Bye.